Okay. Can you see now? Okay. Okay, that is this. You don't have to do so that you're giving me this update. You can see my social now. Eh? Okay. 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 Right. I was at designing a church flyer. There are things you need to know. There are the first one is the blending mode. You need to know about the blending mode. That means if you have not watched the video on the beginners level, you need to go back and watch those things so that you understand what I'm doing. So today we are going to start on how to design a simple church flyer. So when doing that, the first thing you have just to create new. Normally I use 10 by 10 inches for me, or you can put it in pixel, 3000 by 3000 pixel. Then I was saying that if you are going to print this design, can you hear me? Okay. So, just been sitting with me, favor, you did favor. Okay. Okay. I was saying I normally 10 that is setting my own flyer. So normally you can mute your mic now so that it won't distract me. Okay. So in doing that, so when I so okay, we're doing that. Turning, you can use 3 by 30 pixels. Then if you are going to print this work, you increase the resolution to 600. Your this thing is noisy. You can just mute your mic because I'm hearing your background noise. Okay, so after that, create this to show you. So in design, Jesus, just mute your mic. All right. So after you have done, then you are going to do is bring in the background that you are going to use for your work, so that we can blend the background. Very well to give us okay. You can drag the background. Then after you have dragged the background, you can now blur it. Then you go to filter, our normal way of doing it, you blur it. Hi, I don't know where I said it now. Are you hearing me? Just can someone just react to the message I sent on group, so that I will know that you guys are hearing me. I sent some message in the group. So react to the message. I know that you are hearing me. Okay, right. After how you block this like this, the next step you're going to do is just to come here, is to bring the next background, so that we are trying to blend two backgrounds together to give us what we need. So this background, I'm going to change the blending mode to screen. You can see there are many blending modes here, but I want to use screen so that screen will bring out what I want. So here we are going to use the eraser tool, this one that look like cleaner. Then just a little, that's why Photoshop is a little. Then you drop your tool, then you bring it down small. After you have done that, you bring in here and reduce the opacity a little bit. Then the next thing you do is to bring the picture of the man praying, because the flyer is depicting prayer stuff. So that's why yesterday, while I was saying that I was giving you the processes of designing a great flyer. So I've done those processes. So we are trying to make a design. We are trying to make a design with it. So after you have done that, after you have done this one, you change the blending mode. You change the blending mode to overlay. Change it to overlay. The same thing, you use your brush, your eraser tool, then it's the same way. Then after you have done that, this thing can give us what we actually need. What we need to do is to bring a rectangle, this rectangle too, to give us the color we want. So after doing that, just do it like this, then you keep it, then highlight all these things, just try to hide it. Then you come here, once you click here, just use your eye drop tool to select color, then you click back, then you change the blending mode of this to soft light. Then have you seen? Then the next thing you are going to do now is to bring in, let me drag this because it's not in the center. It's not in the center. It's not in the center. Okay. So the next thing I will do now is I will try to blur these ones so that it will merge together small, so that it won't look rough. We'll try to blur it a little bit. So after you have done this one, we are trying, all these things that you see now is just, we are working on the background. We are working on the background. As you see now, the background is set. The next thing we are going to do now is to start adding the elements. Then this stage that we are going to draw our ruler. If these things are not in your keyboard, just press Ctrl R. You can see the rulers are inactive now. Just press Ctrl R to bring in your rulers. Before that, let me check this thing the workspace. Okay, let me put it back to graphic and web. All right. Okay, then bring this one, then bring another one, then bring another one, so after you have done this, the next thing you are going to do is to bring in the church logo. The church logo, then bring it up a little, bring it up a little. You can see then after you have done this, what you just do is just you click here. From here now, from the top of the layer, you just hold shift on the keyboard and click on background, then press Ctrl G, Ctrl G, Ctrl G, why are we pressing Ctrl G? To group that this so that we can rename it background. Just write it BG so that we know that it's background. So the next one we're going to know, so that we know that we are adding some stuffs on top of it, so that we can easily edit it. So this is it, the church logo. This is the church logo. Then come here and align it very well. Then right click on this, go to blending mode, the blending mode. Then we are going to give it a drop shadow. Just come here, you can come here and select the kind of shadow we want from here. Okay, from there then after that, then after you have done this, the next thing you are going to do now is to type the name of the church. The name of the church, Covenant Youth Cycle. So let's go back. Just come here where you see T and press Covenant Youth Cycle. We use Montserrat. Montserrat bold. Then let's type oh. Why is this giving me? I need the caps lock this thing. Okay. So after I have done this, what you do is to come here, just come and click here, then let's shift it, the upper space. What this one is doing is to measure that the space between the down one and the up one is secured. All right, then we'll align it to the center. Then keep it. Then you increase it. Before then, I need to just reduce the opacity of the man. Then after that, you bring in the text effect. This text effect I've prepared it already so that it won't take our time. Then you bring it in. You bring it, then just press T, then drag it. Then the next thing is to do what is just to give it a drop shadow. Then once it's okay, you leave it like this. Then the next thing you do now is to bring another rectangle for the down side. For the down side, what you just do is to give it a white color. To give it a white color. So what you just do is just to press Ctrl T, then hold your shift and drag it. Once you're on shift, you can drag any part of the shape in Photoshop. So we are done with this. Then okay, then you start typing the other ones. So I don't want this thing to waste us time. I've seen that some are feeling bored. So after that, I would like to do the final one on this work so that you will see what I mean. Then after I have done this, then you change the blending mode to screen. Have you seen it? So this was how I was able to achieve this Flier in Photoshop. This was how I was able to achieve this on Photoshop. So I would like to thank you all for joining, the people that joined today, and especially Elizabeth, Victor, Favor. If you have any question, you can ask me now. I've seen that is some of you are now online. If you have any question, you can ask me.
Yes, I have.
God, do you have any question? Elizabeth, do you have any question? Victor, Favor, do you have any question?
When you are
okay, Asma.
with everything, you talked about changing the blending mode. I don't understand from that.
Yes. Okay. While I change it to screen, that so that it will my blending to come out. Like let me show you. Let us move this thing so that you understand what I mean. Let me go back to the background session. So you can see that if I give this thing another blend mode, which is not screen, it will change it. It will make that. I want that effect, this light effect in this design to in this background to come, and that's why I use screen. If I use Ballet, it won't come. If I use soft light, it won't visit. These are it will, but the mode fit that stuff and need what I want is screen. That's why I use screen. You know, blending mode are optional. You can choose it. You can choose the one that you need. Anyone that can come out that can make your work too much. So that's why you can choose them and manipulate it. Do you understand, Favor? Okay. Is there any other place that you don't understand? Okay. God saying, you have a question. Elizabeth Obasema. Victor, Alpha. Do you have any question?
No.
Any? Okay. Let me unmute it. Okay, you speak. Okay. Let me move your mic. Let me see your response. Let me unlock your mic.
Okay, sir. For me, I don't have question. I understand what you did.
Oh, what is the problem? You can speak in a Victor. Can speak. Yes, I can hear you. No. What I did is that I just I didn't clip max it inside the anything. What I just do is just to keep it on top because it's on its own layer. It is on its own layer, so that's it. If I want to do that, I can just come here and create and just click on creating clipping mask. There is no shape here now, that's why I didn't do it. But if it's on CorelDRAW, you can do that. You can you do this shape will just be in it. But that's why in Photoshop you can't do that. Anything that
Hello?
you want to just quickly just clip mask
Can you hear
it
me?
together. So that's why in
Okay.
Photoshop
Okay.
everything's
I
on
said
its
the
layer.
picture of that man
So
praying.
that's how
Did
it's
you
been done. I
create
hope
a
you
clipping
understand
marks
what
to
you understand Victor.
the other picture
Okay. And
you
Elite
scaled?
is my bet. Have any my bet. Do you have any question, Elizabeth? I've not heard your voice today. Hello, ma. Abayomi. Sorry for if I didn't mention your name very well. Do you have a question? Do you have a question? Do you have any question? All right. Okay, Abayomi. Okay, the test. Okay. Let me go to the test. Like the test effect. Are you talking about test effect? Eh? Okay, I'm going to. Okay. Let me. Can mute your mic. Gossin.
Yes,
Gossin, what are you
very
saying?
clear. Thank you.
Gossin, you can speak on. Gossin, what you want to ask? Gossin want to. Right. Okay. Let me. Okay. Continue, ma. Listen. Okay. All right. I'm going to bring the file now from my system so that we can do the test effect here.
Sorry,
And
it's
everybody will
Abayomi.
understand how it works. So I have many test
Yeah,
effects here.
actually, I actually did
This
not
one
really
is
get
just
the text part.
the one that I package. Just I'm using. I usually use sometimes. So this is the
Yes,
file.
like the effect on the text.
This is the file. We are going to open it to see how it's gonna be this
Okay.
night, so that you understand.
Yes. Yes.
So test
Yes, sir.
effect is on its own. It's on its own package. Test effect. It's another.
Okay.
It's a Let me just call it. It's an effect done on text to make it more beautiful. So this is how test effect is. This is how the test effect is. When you download it, this is what you see. These are the stuff that you see there. So this is what you see once you download the templates online. So this is what you're going to see on this test. So for you to use this type of test, what you just have to do is to double click. After you have double clicked, so this is the test.
Okay, on that test effect that he's talking about. Yes, I'm talking about that test effect that he's talking about. You didn't taught us about that test effect. You just bring up the test effect and post it.
Can you hear me, Favor? Okay. There are some people telling me that they can't hear me. Since you can hear me, others can hear you. Can hear it. So let's continue. So this is the test. I'm going to let us type cat so that we won't waste our time. I've typed cat. Let me just make it visible. So this is a cat. So this is the cat. I want to make sure that that effect is on this cat. So what I have to do is just to click here. So it will send this message, save changes to the Photoshop document before closing. I say yes. Then it will update because it's a smart object. Update is going to load test effect. So let's wait. So this is it now. So you can't use this like this and place in another design. It won't make your work fine. So what I do is that I will remove the background. I will make the background not to be active. Then the text, I'll make it not to be active. Then I'll come to here, the root FX, remove the FX light so that what I'm seeing will be okay. I'll remove the shadow. Then what I'll do again, I will come back. I'll bring in the background to see if everything's so that I know what I'm taking.
Yes, sir.
Then I will go back to the edition again, remove the border. I've removed the border. I just want to leave this cat like this. I don't want it to have a 3D stuff. So after I've done it like this, what I'll do now is to go back and make the back inactive. So after that, I can just quickly do like this. I can highlight all of them, press Ctrl J and press Ctrl E. So it will just be PNG. I can just carry it and move to any, or I'll just come here and go to File, save as PNG. Just come here, save as PNG. I'll see it as PNG. That's this one. You can see Sync Better to these are the test effect that I'll save as PNG. After you have done that, you can use it to do anything of your choice. So that's one. You can easily do anything of your choice. That's how I was able to a folder. That was how I was able to leave it in that folder like this spray. I just make sure that I place it very well. This way. Then after I did it, then I update it. It comes to like, it turns like this. Then I edited it for this class. So do you have another question? Do you have another question for? Gossen? Okay, let me. Gossen. You want to ask a question? Okay, ask. Okay. I'm going to put my correct draw so that I'll show you the difference between maxing and this, so that you understand very well. So in Photoshop, that maxing is like you putting something inside the shape. And let me order another thing that you understand well. Like this now. Let me find the shape now. Come on, yeah, there. This is now. I want cars now to be shape. This card that I type, I want it to be to side. So I want move the shape to be there. So that you want to. Let me just keep it so that you understand. What to just come here and do was create clipping. This clipping mask helps this to be in the same alignment. Let me say now. Let me just create this clipping mask. You got now. This card now is inside. This card down inside. Let me bring this picture of a man. This man. I'm going to show you another one now so that you understand. If you didn't understand this one. So this picture that you see now, I'm going to let me delete this one. So now let me do what? Let me just create clipping max. Have you seen it? Have you seen what I did? Do you understand?
I
Gossen.
don't know.
This is what they see. Show you this is on. This thing is CorelDRAW.
No, sir.
This application now is CorelDRAW. I'm going to show you how it works on CorelDRAW. Hi. Hi.
Yes, sir.
They say that I'm
I mean,
going to buy this thing because of
yes, sir.
I own my data.
That
I supposed to make this thing not to
the
work here.
clip masking, I don't understand. What's the work of it? As in,
I supposed to make
what's the
the
meaning of
internet
that
not
clip
to work
masking?
on my CorelDRAW. I forgot. So they said that I'm going to I must subscribe to pay in this thing. That one is for them. So you can see now. This one now is CorelDRAW. This one now is CorelDRAW. Then let's just give it a color. Then job man. See, look at it. I'm going to show you the difference between both of them. So you can just right click on this object. What you see now, power click. In Photoshop it is clip max. While in CorelDRAW it is power click. But both of them are doing the same thing. Have you seen it? So this is the difference. This is the difference between CorelDRAW and Photoshop. Do you have another question? Do you have a question? I've had this. Okay. Elizabeth. Is Elizabeth online? Okay. Mute. Anybody wants to let me know I stop sharing so we can come. So any of you that we cut today. Okay. Question. All right. So I was saying that I will give an offer, but many people are online. People are not online. Many people are online. People are online. Okay. Problem. So to what we are saying by tomorrow. By tomorrow we are starting. We are starting again. We are starting again by tomorrow. So I can now stop. I can now stop sharing. All right. See you in the group. See you in the group on WhatsApp. Let me screen. Wow. Just 1 hour.
Wow.
Yes, sir, I understand. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I don't have another question.